Hooked on Fishing Bass Charters presents Conway Chain of Lakes. The Conway Chain of Lakes consists of 4 interconnected lakes covering roughly 1,800 acres. This chain of lakes has some of the clearest water you will find of any lake in Central Florida. Oftentimes, this chain of lakes will be described as a lake full of only smaller schooling fish. But don't be fooled, this is Florida, and there are numerous 8 to 10 pound bass swimming in these waters. We know this for a fact because just last year I landed my biggest bass to date, a 10 pound 6 ounce fish of a lifetime. Not long after that, a client on a trip landed a 9 pound 3 ounce Florida trophy. I don't know if we'll catch anything that big today, but we're going to bring you along to find out. So this area of the lake we're fishing right now, we don't really spend a whole lot of time out here, this particular part. But we did catch a 10.5 pounder out here year before last, and it was right about this time of year. So I am certainly going to give this area a little time before we move on to some of our more consistent areas. There's one right there. How about that? Maybe we'll hang out here for a little while. Small fish, but hey. Second fish of the morning, I missed the first one. Get him in. There we go. All right. Stuck pretty good. I use these 6 cents finesse jig heads on these freeloader Rapala Crust City minnows here, and they work really good. Back he goes. Anyways, like I say, we'll go ahead and we'll hang out here for a little while and see if we can find another great big one. Hooked up with another small one here. Just trying to tire him out so when I flip him up in, he don't shake off my brand new minnow. Should net these little ones so they don't shake my bait off. Maybe we got him tired out now. Alright, small fish. There are a lot of these 12-inch fish out here. We do catch a lot of those, but some of the biggest fish I've seen caught really come out of this chain of lakes. 3 fish over 10 pounds I've seen. The one I caught, 2 others that some guys caught out of our Wednesday night open tournament over the last couple of years. There we go, hooked up. That's a good one there. go. Dragging the worm in some grass now. Yeah, so we're trying to keep it a little quiet there on that last catch. We got a couple boats right behind us, so try to not give away some of our best spots when we don't have to. Yeah, so right now we're fishing like 10, 12 feet out here on this eelgrass edge. And I'll continue to just fish this depth until the sun gets up a little bit higher. And then once that sun gets up there, we're gonna head out to our deeper stuff, that's 17 to 20 feet, where we often catch a lot of our better quality fish this time of year. Here we go, bite. Feels small. Oh, he's off. He's off. I didn't get a very good hook set. Swimming right at me. Must have put about 6 feet of slack in the line before I ever even came close to getting the line tight on it. There we go, another bite. Oh, I didn't feel that one take. Seems like a good fish. Yeah, another good fish. Trying to get me in that grass. Trying to get me in the trolling motor. Here we go, flip this one in. There we go, it's a good fish though right there. Good looking fish. Yeah. There we go. Keep it rolling. There's another one. Another one. Feels small. Feels. Oh, you can tell he's swimming right at me. Oh, that was his hook now. It's bad, decent fish. Bigger than I thought he was, for sure. There we go. Alright. Yeah, that one picked it up, swimming right at me as I was moving forward too, so usually tough to get a good hook into them when you're moving at them and they're swimming at you. Got that one pretty good though. There we go, another one. That feels pretty good too. Yeah, not bad. There we go. Swing that one right up on in here. Yeah. Felt a little better than that. Alright, another fish to the total, but hey, they're biting pretty good. Still just dragging the old arm around through the grass. Nice and slow. Slow's the key. Slow is the key out here, and especially during the summer. We have a water temperature right now, 86.4. This area I'm in right now is probably 6 or 7 years ago is where I caught. At the time was my biggest bass, was like an 8.2 or 8.3, and I'd never seen anything even close to that big before that. And I'll never forget this spot right here. I caught that thing on a oxblood Senko weightless wacky rig. Bite. Well, missed it. Oh, they're still on there. Cow, that one got some line on me. I was trolling at him too. There you go. Got a big clump of this grass here. I couldn't reel my line up any further. Nasty slime. Got wrapped up around my bobber stop. What a mess. Alright, we're going to relocate here. We lost our cloud cover, and the sun is back out bright. So we're going to head out to a little deeper spot and focus more on that 16 to 18, even out to 20 feet range. We're heading out of Little Lake Conway, where we spent the first part of the morning. Although this lake on the chain appears to have the highest probability of catching a fish of 8 pounds or bigger, the Middle Lake may offer an overall better quality of fish on a more consistent basis. The Middle Lake sets up a bit different than the other two bigger lakes on the chain. We're going to set up, spot lock, and thoroughly fish our most productive waypoints, along with utilizing our Lowrance Active Target 2 to search for fish on the outside edges. So we relocated again. First spot, well actually we ran away from a rainstorm here, so we came out to the second lake here. We spent a lot of time out here, and we're just continuing to fish out here in the deeper water for the rest of the time that we have. Here we go. Bite, fish on. Feels little. Yeah, little guy. Boy, something just hit the surface over there that wasn't little. worm around. We're just out a lot deeper than we were this morning. And fishing the worm a little differently because we're out so deep. We got some schooling fish right up here in front of us. I don't chase these schools around, but if they come up right in front of us, there's one coming right at me. Right at me. And it's fun when you can stay around them, but if you go chasing them out here, you'll waste a lot of time. Usually by the time you get to them, they're already gone. So pretty much just gotta fish and hope that they pop up right next to you where you can get a cast to them in time. And you usually got time to catch one before the school's already gone. Missed him. You see this school here, we're kind of relocated it. So they're pretty much right underneath us now. And they've gone way to the bottom. Way back up at the surface again. Little guy. Yeah, you know, that school went to the top. They swam all the way back down to the bottom in 20 feet of water and then came all the way back up to the surface. All in about 15 seconds. And I caught this one and now they've all gone back down to about 15 feet. So the 6 cents finesse jig head, really sharp hook, keeps them on, but it's pretty strong too. It's not super light wire, so when you hook some good sized fish, some big ones, we caught 7-pounder on this thing, and they don't straighten your hook out if your drag isn't just perfect. See if we can find this again. Like I say, with the bigger fish are down deep. Whole bunch of these fish right here, so it can be fun to catch them. hard to stay on them. Wind's blowing, and got boat wakes out here. It's just like constantly getting pushed off your mark when you're trying to scope these fish. It's not easy. There should be a fish. Oh, yeah, there he is. Swimming right at me again. Holy cow, that's a tiny, tiny one. Yeah. Kind of what you run into sometimes. That's might be the smallest one I ever caught out here. There we go, he come off. Well, we'll get back to dragging the worm deep here and see if we can find some better fish. But that was fun for a few minutes. So we moved out to the third lake here, and there's a bite. Fish on. That feels like a good fish. Yeah. Nice one there. Yeah. Anyways, we're out to the third lake here. That was actually the first cast. We don't spend nearly as much time out here. The other two. There we go. Maybe we should spend more time. And yeah, we just have so many other spots between the launch and out here that we usually just don't make it out here. And yeah, it's a nice fish. But we're gonna spend some time out here probably to finish the day off. Mainly just because we haven't been out here so long. Like I say, when you got so many areas to hit in the other two lakes, you usually just don't get back here, you know, on a 4-hour guide trip. So got quite a few waypoints out here, you know, that we've marked over the years, and caught quite a few nice fish out of this area back here, but I've never caught anything real big. Nothing over 8 pounds out here. Could be probably just for the fact that I haven't spent nearly as much time out here, but I don't think that this lake has the percentage of big fish that the first lake does, or the second lake. But this one back here is probably the least pressured, being the furthest away from the ramp. There we go, bite. Swimming right at me. Little one. You can see him down there, 8 feet, 9 feet. Water is so clear out here, so clear. We decided to head back towards the ramp and fish one last spot in Little Lake Conway, where we've had some success catching bigger fish in the past. The third lake provided us with a few respectable fish catches, and overall was worth heading back there. Alright, so we're at the last stop here, and oh, I thought I had another one there. Just grass. Yeah, last stop here on the first lake. We didn't stop here first thing this morning. And just a great big flat grass everywhere out here. And this area is usually always pretty good for a few fish. We've caught some big fish right here too. A couple 7-pounders, and I got one last year that was like a 8.36 or something. And maybe we'll get lucky right here in the last couple minutes. Decent fish there. Boy. Oh, there we go. Oh, easy now. Alright, figured this spot would be good for at least one more, and we'll see if we can get one or two more here before we head out. There we go, fish on. Little itty bitty thing here. Well, we changed up our tactics here. We just got the that one fish up in the grass, and there just seemed to be a lot of activity out here in this deep water out here. We're out in the middle right now. I mean, it's 28 feet of water right here. I just caught that fish suspended in 20, but some of these, they're coming to the surface too. They're hitting the surface and then they're down. So we're gonna change our tactics. It looks like there's probably a lot of fish out here. But you're scoping around, you know, and there's a lot of water where there's no fish, but where they are, they seem to be in great big groups. There we go, big school right here. There we go, fish on. We're out in 25 feet of water. Fish were 22 feet down. Another small one, but I haven't really done this before out here. As much time as I've spent out here, I haven't had this, you know, active target too all that long. So these are just fish that would never be getting fished for by me anyways. Now the trick is to see if we can stay anywhere around that. All over my bait right now, all the way to the bottom. There's one. Oh, we come off. 27 feet of water. That bass just grabbed this on the bottom. Water on the bottom. Little tiny one. Thought the big fish were supposed to be out deep. That's pretty amazing. I would just have never guessed that I was going to catch a fish in 28 feet of water on the bottom today. That was going to be 12 inches. Alright, well, we're going to wrap it up here. No more fish there on that spot. We're to the point now in the morning where the bite gets tough. You know, once you get 9:30ish or 9:45, it can get slow. So, but all in all, it was a pretty good day, and caught fish dragging worms, caught few fish, drop shots, Carolina rigs, caught fish in 28 feet of water and 10 feet of water, so really all over the place. But we'll head on in, and until next time. Overall, the Conway Chain of Lakes provided us with a few respectable fish on this trip out. We probably totaled between 20 and 25 fish altogether. As I mentioned, we caught fish on a variety of techniques at a very widespread range of depths. We covered a lot of water and spent time in 3 bigger lakes of the chain. We certainly have nothing to complain about. It was a beautiful day on the water. Thank you for watching Hooked on Fishing Bass Charters.